So today is the Walking Dead. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna do two about 3 episodes per video because we do have to get it done by the end of the summer before it starts up again. So the first episode. This episode is we find out that Rick, he was shot and put in a hospital, and at this, like, a little bit later, this whole zombie apocalypse thing happens, and so he's trying to figure himself, like, he wakes up in the hospital, and nobody's there, and he goes out into the hall and outside, and he finds out, like, all these dead bodies. And because, I mean, how would you not freak out if you saw, like, thousands of corpses everywhere? So then he goes home, and his wife Lori and his kid Carl is not home at all, and he can't reach anyone, and so he's freaking out. So he starts, he kind of pokes around town, I guess, and then a guy and his son living in this one house, and, so he stays there for a couple days, I think, and then they're telling him to go to Atlanta because there's supposed to be some kind of safe house there because he wants to find his wife and kids. So while that's happening, you also find out that his wife is sleeping with his best friend Shane, and which is, I mean, it's not okay in the way that she doesn't know he's actually, well, I mean, Shane tells her that he's dead, but she doesn't, like, I mean, there's a grieving period, but I guess in this situation it was like he was really the only one to comfort her and be a father for Carl. So I guess their relationship would have been okay. I don't know. Then, so Rick goes to Atlanta, and he's looking around, and he finds out that it's basically overrun with zombies. Like, it's insane. And so he sacrifices his horse and ends up hiding in a tank. And there's, like, all these zombies, like, dying, like, well, obviously, but they're all, like, attacking it and trying to get in, and he's trying to stay alive, obviously. So the episode 2 starts out with that, I believe, and he finds that someone talks to him on the radio in there, and it's the one guy, Glenn, there we go. Glenn and a couple other people get him out of the tank, and they get him into this, like, mall, like, store building. And they get up on the roof, and then like, the one guy he's freaking out, and he's really, like, this huge racist guy, and so they end up cuffing him to the roof, and then in their frantic movements the key goes down this drain, and now he's stuck there, and it's like they don't have anything, so they leave without him. And there's zombies coming up the stairs and stuff, so it's pretty intense. And then they end up going, they make it back to the camp, and Rick, I don't know if this is the second or third episode, I'm kind of going into both, but Rick and he ends up going back to the camp where everyone else is, and he sees that his wife and son are there, and so Shane's pretty bummed because it's like he was, like, in love with his Lori, but now Rick is back, and he's happy that he's back, but he's just kind of, like, it bummed him out a little bit. Lori's obviously really happy, and she's obviously her son is too, and it's kind of tense or whatever between them, because it's like Lori knows she was with Shane, obviously, and so Shane still wants to be with her, but she's telling him, like, my husband is here, like, he told me he was dead. So she's kind of mad at him. And then they go back to Atlanta to, get the brother. This is Daryl. There we go. Daryl's one of my favorite characters, actually. He's hilarious. So they go back to get his brother, who was on the roof, and he ends up not being there, and there's just this hand that's left there. So they just kind of, like, you kind of see that he dies or whatever, and you kind of just assume that he got attacked, because it's like, but he sawed his hand off. That was disturbing. So yeah, that's episodes 1 through 3. So hope you enjoyed.